Hi, I'm doing an interview with Dr. Dean Kashiwagi from the PBSRG. Dr. Dean Kashiwagi is founder of the best value approach. Dr. Dean Kashiwagi, welcome. Thank you.
Good morning.
Could you tell us something about how PIPS is run in the Netherlands?
Well, there are several things that are very observable. I believe that the Dutch as a group are probably the smartest group that I've met. They have implemented it the fastest. They have the most people interested in it, and the most organizations who are trying to implement it, not only in procurement, but also in reorganizing their organization. So it's been very surprising. It's not only been in the construction arena, but it's moved out into other areas. The Navy people have been involved, and now the RiskNet, the risk management and project management people are getting involved. And also the professionals are beginning to see that they must step up and practice their expertise and learn how to take control of the projects instead of being the traditional reactive mode. So I've been very impressed.
Thank you. And what difficulties do you encounter while implementing PIPS?
The difficulties are normally that most people are very traditional. And when they're traditional, they tend to want rules to follow. They tend to be more reactive. They tend to be more detailed. And when they're detailed, they get caught in a silo. And they can do a lot of detail work, but they never look at things as a supply chain. When you look at things as a supply chain, you're thinking us, you're thinking we, you're thinking how can we add value to our whole system. And that is probably the most difficult thing because there are more people who look at things as me versus you than as we. So it's a natural humanistic problem.
Thank you. And it's a universal.
It's universal. It's in every country. But what we're beginning to see is that the Dutch are probably more advanced than any other culture we have been in. We've gone into Malaysia, where the top and the bottom, there's some people who are very rich and some people who are very poor. And what we're seeing is there's fear, not only in the bottom but also in the top. The bottom are fearing for losing their jobs, and the top are fearing that they may lose their position or their wealth in some way. And so the fear is in those countries. It's very interesting. In the Netherlands, we find that there are more people who are more open, they have less fear.
So what's the number 2 country in Europe you expect to be successful?
Well, we haven't found a country quite like the Dutch. But we are going into Norway for the second time. And so we'll see, because the Norwegians seem to have a good handle on their economy. They seem to have a problem that other countries may not have, where they have a lot of wealth, but they have very few people. So they need to be efficient. So the Norwegians may be very interested in this.